nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
For those who don't know you that well yet, could you shortly just like introduce yourself?
We are in Normandie from Sweden, and we play some kind of easy metal rock, maybe. Not so much metal anymore, but easy rock.
Yeah, something like that.
I am Philip, and I do vocals.
I'm Anton, and I play drums.
The two centerpieces of the band.
You want to pass?
So, the past few years you've been like visiting Finland quite a couple of times.
Yeah, I think this is the third time on the rocks, maybe even the fourth, maybe.
You have a nice fan base here in Finland, I presume then?
Yeah, it's nice. We recognize a lot of the people who comes back every time. It keeps growing, so I guess it's going good. Momentum is going good. But it's a metal country though, so we're kind of nervous about the new songs all the time, but they seem to like it anyways. There's always those guys though who ask for the first EP that we had. We're never gonna play it again. Never.
Now they know, they're never gonna play it again.
Yeah, now they know, man.
Last year you played like one of the last shows at Rock Festival.
Yeah.
How was that for you guys?
Yeah, that was good, I think. It was late in the night.
Rockfest, yeah.
It was cold. We played right after Avenged Sevenfold, but I think it was a great show.
That sounds so much bigger than it was, I think.
Yeah.
We played right after Avenged Sevenfold, you know.
It was decent.
Yeah.
No, it was good.
It was good, but it was really, really cold. And it was super late too. Yeah, you know, Rock Festival's final day and the last gig of the whole festival. People will be tired, but we had a good crowd, a few hundred, so it was good. Maybe even 1,000. It's hard to tell when it's that open field. So.
Recently you released like a new single.
Yeah, we had an album out now for a year, so that's basically it. It's the second album we released, and it's been going well so far, and we are in the studio right now writing the third one. So
that was my next question.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming sooner than people thinking.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's gonna be a surprise.
Surprise musically or just it's
No,
there?
yeah, it's not gonna be a surprise musically, and probably not like we're gonna hint about it and stuff like that. But I feel like we are almost done with the new album, and that is way sooner than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, White Flag, our old album, isn't even a year old yet, so it feels a little too fast almost. But it feels good. It feels right.
When you're in the momentum, maybe it's a good thing to just keep it going.
Yeah, White Flag took like 2 years to write it, and we didn't want to do that again, so a little faster now.
I also saw that you're now this winter going to do like a quite big tour through Europe.
Yeah, we're out totally a month or something like that, so it's nice. We like to do that at least once or twice a year.
I know that like your style of music is often like described a little bit like the newer stuff of like Bring Me the Horizon and Papa Roach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It made me wonder like, are there any like of those kind of big bands that you would love to like tour with sometime?
We're always talking about like who we want to come with, because when you're out headlining, you're playing in front of your own fans, but when you're supporting another band, it's their people. And we talked about Muse quite a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Muse and who else?
Like
Nothing But Thieves. Yeah, Nothing But Thieves would be really cool.
Don Bronco would be cool.
Don Bronco. Cool. That's top 3 right now, I think.
Okay, well, let's hope they see this.
Yeah.
I don't think you have like any like guest appearances or anything like on your work.
No.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, we don't have any guest vocals. I've done a lot of guest vocals for other bands, and I'm not a big fan of having other people on and doing, like, it would be, for vocals it seems kind of normal, but if we would bring in another drummer or another guitarist, that would be weird. So that's kind of how my view is when it comes to Normandie, when it comes to guest appearances. Otherwise, it could be if we bring in a female vocalist, maybe. That could be a cool shift. But another male vocalist would, I don't think it would be appreciated as much as I hope it would be. But so we're keeping it Normandie for now.
Yeah, I read it in an interview while I was doing my research that your top pick would be Hayley Williams.
Yeah, exactly. But that's like, if that happens, then yeah, I'm on it. Yeah. But anything else is like, maybe not do that. Because not all people know about the featuring vocalist, and in that case, it's gonna not ruin the song for the person who listens, but it's not gonna be as fun for the persons who know them, you know. So yeah, it's not for everybody. So Hayley Williams, everybody's heard her, so that would be a good choice, but yeah, it's not gonna happen.
You talk also in interviews quite often about like bands that seem to like redo their music, like constantly redo the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to do that. Made me wonder if there's any artists or bands you recently discovered that you were really like, whoa, these guys are really doing a cool thing. If you want to like give them a shout out or something.
Any smaller bands or any band at all?
Yeah. Just something you discovered and you're like, oh, this is actually kind of really cool.
I do like that Bring Me the Horizon is doing that with every album, although like the new album I'm not a big fan of. It sounds cool, like the production is cool, but the songwriting is not as good as the older ones. And like I just enjoy that they're so big and they've had some success with their old albums, like this, That's the Spirit and stuff, but they don't want to stay in that, even though it could really be a profit for them. They still want to change, and it's kind of bold, I think. They always get the hate too. So. Of them, and then like you have another bands who keep changing, but maybe do it better than Bring Me.
I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure it is some bands, but
Nothing But Thieves are good too,
yeah.
but they don't really bring any new stuff maybe.
Also,
They sound like Nothing But Thieves all the time.
yeah, the first thing comes to mind is Don Brocco, I think.
Yeah,
They're changing stuff and getting weird and
they're getting really weird.
yeah, it's
We don't
just
know.
cool.
Yeah. For those two bands, Don Brocco and Bring Me, they do good stuff.
On the matter of touring, you've mostly been in Europe, right?
Yeah, only Europe so far.
So
Yeah.
what's the next place you want to go to?
I mean, we're talking all the time about United States, and we were talking about South Africa very recently, and we've been touring a lot with House Like Houses in Europe, so we're talking about maybe like Australia too. But you know, it really has to be like we can't just go over there and do 1 week or 2 weeks. We need to do like a full month of 30 shows, and it needs to be the right one because you need to get visas, you need to get this, and it's going to be super expensive. So it needs to be just the right timing with us too, with like new music and stuff like that. But we're very open to it, and we have a booker in the States who's looking into that and always keep in touch with us. So I think it's going to happen next year, but you know, it's really hard to say, and I don't want to give any expectations either. So.
And you're doing like a longer tour. I know it's quite energy consuming. Do you guys like still party every day, or what do you do to keep it up?
Not like we're done here in Finland.
No.
We partied on the ferry over, and then yesterday too, and that's the only way to get through this night too, I think.
Yeah. On tours we're pretty chill.
Yeah,
I think.
Last tour was really chill.
Yeah.
Like-
I drink like twice that time.
Yeah, well, drunk twice.
Drunk twice,
I
yeah.
drank every night.
Yeah. we got drunk twice.
Yeah.
True.
It gets less and less. I don't know why, but it's not as attractive, I guess, to get drunk. But it helps to be tipsy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
Anything you wanna like say still to your fans or readers, viewers?
Yeah, just it's always fun to come back to Finland, and next time we come back, be sure to catch us there, because otherwise it's going to be another year. So come out next time, because obviously you're not here right now. Maybe they are.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.